जनार्दना जगत्पालना दीनवना दुःखभञ्जना श्रीवासुदेवा जनार्दना श्रीवासुदेवा जनार्दना मधुसूदन हरे माधवा
मधुसूदन हरे माधवा
मधुसूदन हरे माधवा
मधुसूदन हरे माधवा
श्रीवासुदेवा जनार्दना
श्रीवासुदेवा जनार्दना
श्रीवासुदेवा जनार्दना
श्रीवासुदेवा
करुणाकरा नारायणा करुणाकरा नारायणा कमलनेत्रा कमलासना कमलनेत्रा कमलासना कमलनेत्रा कमलासना कमलनेत्रा कमलासना कमलावल्लभा कमलनाभा कमलावल्लभा कमलनाभा कमलावल्लभा कमलनाभा कमलावल्लभा कमलनाभा करुणाकरा नारायणा करुणाकरा नारायणा कमलचरणा शरणं शरणं कमलचरणा शरणं शरणं करुणाकरा नारायणा करुणाकरा नारायणा कमलनेत्रा
Om Shri Sai Ram, offering our collective gratitude and love on this most auspicious morning, the birthday of Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai. We offer ourselves to that Guru, to that Master, who's verily a lifeboat that takes us across the endless ocean of samsara, worshipping whom, adoring whom, loving whom, and learning from whom will grant us the wealth of detachment to the Guru, who is here with us as our Master. We bow down to you with much reverence and love. On this auspicious and joyous morning of the 44th birthday of Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, who today stands as a thought leader, a social worker, a change maker, a social reformer, whose compassion and love is uplifting and transforming the lives of millions every single day. And he is shouldering the legacy of Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai Baba through his Advaitik Mahavakya of Aham Brahma, Sarvam Brahma. We once again bow down with love and gratitude. Respected elders, students, staff, brothers, sisters, devotees gathered here, watching us live from many, many countries around the world, we welcome you all to this auspicious day. A day which serves as a reminder to each and every one of us what single-pointed devotion and love can do. I always remember this beautiful saying of our beloved Mr. Isaac Tigrit. He would always say, how fallible we are, but how divine we can all be. Indeed, in front of us is a guru, a master, who's teaching us this. And having watched Sadguru in close quarters over the last 10 years, I can only say that what we have in front of us and what we are learning every single moment cannot be wasted. It cannot be taken by chance. This opportunity, how many ever times we say this over and over again, cannot be squandered away. We will not know today, we will not know this moment, what a great, great blessing it is for us to be at the feet of a guru who has learned to transcend everything as he walked the path shown by his master. And it is only his patience, it is only his mercy, his compassion that is showing us the way, that is showing us the path every moment. If only we can all realize it. What do we see in front of us, brothers and sisters? Is an embodiment of someone who gives, gives, and only gives. And especially over the last 20 days, the wisdom, the blessing that we received through the wonderful Gita discourses every day is only testimony to the fact that all that he wants to do is give, and give more. And what is our responsibility? Not simply receiving that every day, but rather putting every single word of that into practice. And like he reminded us, he said, take one word from the Gita and make that the whole and sole purpose and reason of your life. Brothers and sisters, this morning we will commence with the Vedic invocation, and we have our girl students who will chant verses from the Bhagavad Gita.
अकुर्वत सञ्जय अर्जुन उवाच निमित्तानि च पश्यामि विपरीतानि केशव न च श्रेयोनुपश्यामि हत्वा स्वजनमाहवे श्रीभगवानुवाच अन्तवन्त इमे देहा नित्यस्योक्ता शरीरिणः अनाशिनो प्रमेयस्य तस्माद्युध्यस्व भारत तस्मादसक्तः सततं कार्यं कर्म समाचर असक्तो ह्याचरन् कर्म परमाप्नोति पूरुषः परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय सम्भवामि युगे युगे युक्तः कर्म फलं त्यक्त्वा शान्तिमाप्नोति नैष्टिकीम् अयुक्तः कामकारेण फले सक्तो निबध्यते उद्धरेदात्मनात्मानं नात्मानमवसादयेत् आत्मैव ह्यात्मनो बन्धुः आत्मैव रिपुरात्मनः यो यो यां यां तनुं भक्तः श्रद्धया चितुमिच्छति तस्य तस्याचलां श्रद्धां तामेव विदधाम्यहम् अन्धकाले च मामेव स्मरन् मुक्त्वा कलेवरं यः प्रयाति समद्भावं याति नास्यत्र संशयः मन्मना भव मद्भक्तो मध्याजी मां नमस्कुरु मामे वैश्यसि युक्त्वैवम् आत्मानं मत्परायणः मच्चित्ता मद्गतप्राणा बोधयन्तः परस्परं कथयन्तश्च मां नित्यं तुष्यन्ति च रमन्ति च तस्मात् त्वमुत्तिष्ठ यशो लभस्व जित्वा शत्रून् भुङ्क्ष्व राज्यं समृद्धम् मयैवैते निहताः पूर्वमेव निमित्तमात्रं भव सव्यसाचिन् श्रेयो हि ज्ञानमभ्यासात् ज्ञानाध्यानं विशिष्यते ध्यानात् कर्मफलत्यागः त्यागात् शान्तिरनन्तरम् क्षेत्रज्ञं चापि मां विद्धि सर्वक्षेत्रेषु भारत क्षेत्रक्षेत्रज्ञयो ज्ञानं यत्तज्ज्ञानं मतं मम सत्त्वं रजस्तम इति गुणाः प्रकृतिसम्भवाः निबध्नन्ति महाबाहो देहे देहिनमव्ययम् ममैवांशो जीवलोके जीवभूतः सनातनः मनः षष्ठानीन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति तेजक्षमा धृतिः शौचम् अद्रोहो नातिमानिता भवन्ति सम्पदं दैवीम् अभिजातस्य भारत अनुद्वेगकरं वाक्यं सत्यं प्रियहितं च यत् स्वाध्यायाभ्यसनं चैव वाङ्मयं तप उच्यते अर्जुन उवाच नष्टो मोहस्मृतिर्लब्धा त्वत्प्रसादान् मयाच्युत स्थितोऽस्मि गतसन्देहः करिष्ये वचनं तव सञ्जय उवाच यत्र योगेश्वरः कृष्णो यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः तत्र श्रीविजयो भूतिः ध्रुवा नीतिर्मतिर्मम हरिः ओं तत्सत् श्री साई कृष्णार्पणमस्तु।
The Gita Sara Sarita was indeed Sadguru's birthday gift to humanity. At this precise moment in history, possibly nowhere or no one else is enabling for the Gita to be learnt at this scale and magnitude with thousands of staff and students from various campuses, devotees who gathered from around the world, who traveled long distances to be a part of this shibira, thousands more who joined diligently every day through the Zoom platform, and many, many who have translated the discourses before midnight every day so that it can go back to their countries for the benefit of their brothers and sisters who do not understand English, so that they will also be part of the shibira. And it is not just mechanical rote learning of the shlokas as it is said, but the shibira was designed to enable thoughtful discussions, deep introspection, and of course, fun quizzes. Above all this, that same supreme consciousness from whom the Gita flowed 5,000 years ago, once again patiently elaborated, explained every chapter, distilled its vast contents, giving the pure essence in a manner that is easily understandable to each and every one of us, be it a young student or an elderly scholar. I'm sure we all agree the most enjoyable part was the question and answer session every day, where Sadguru clarified so many doubts from day-to-day dilemmas to complex spiritual concepts. Sadguru's vision of Ghar Ghar Gita has truly taken root through this shibira, but it is indeed our collective responsibility to ensure his vision is materialized so that each one of us understand and implement it in our day-to-day lives. What a divine blessing. And on behalf of all the students, staff, and thousands of devotees who are here and those watching us live, Swami, we offer ourselves with much love, humility, and gratitude for this unique gift that you bestowed on all of us. We will now have a small musical offering titled Gita Gayak Fir Aaye Hain, which means the one who rendered the Gita has come again to remind us of our forgotten identity and to deliver us from this worldly bondage. This was in fact sung by our brother Sumit Tappoo just a couple of days ago, and we have a short video based on this song. May we have the video, please?
If you can follow the dharma of the bhakta, of a devotee, which has been mentioned by Sri Krishna over 20 slokas and 40 qualities almost, then you will become dearest to Lord Sri Krishna.
Gita gayak phir aaye hain, Gita gayak phir aaye hain, bholi शिक्षा याद दिलाने, भव से मोक्ष दिला मानव को, श्री हरि माधव तक पहुँचाने, मानव को माधव से मिलाने, गीता गायक फिर आए हैं, भूली शिक्षा याद दिलाने, भव से मोक्ष दिला मानव को, श्री हरि माधव तक पहुँचाने, मानव को माधव से मिलाने.
You don't have to beseech and cry and pray and crave, please give me your love. Bhagavan will come and say, where are you? I want to receive your love. This whole thing changes when you follow the Bhakti Dharma. Because what is Bhagavan after all? He is craving for the love of the devotee. That's all it is for him. What else we can offer to the one who owns everything?
सदा न कुछ भी रहना जग में, एक दिन सब मिट जाना है, भला बुरा हम जो भी करेंगे, कर्मों का फल पाना है, कर्मों का फल पाना है। धर्म कर्म का, सत्य सत्य का, मानवता का मरम बताने, मानव को माधव से मिलाने, गीता गायक फिर आए हैं।
श्रेयो हि ज्ञानोऽभ्यासात् ज्ञानात् ध्यानं विशिष्यते, ध्यानात् कर्मफलत्यागः, त्यागात् शान्ति अनन्तरम्. Because when you sacrifice the fruits of action, you immediately attain peace. Your anxieties disappear. When you think you are the doer and you are the enjoyer, there is anxiety.
सब में ईश्वर, सब ईश्वर में, उसके सिवा कुछ नहीं कहीं है। सब हरि का, सब हरि के, अपना किसी का कुछ भी नहीं है। अपना किसी का कुछ भी नहीं है आसार संसार ये सारा। सबको ये सद्ज्ञान कराने, मानव को माधव से मिलाने, गीता गायक फिर आए हैं। भूली शिक्षा याद दिलाने, भव से मोक्ष दिला मानव को, श्री हरि माधव तक पहुँचाने, मानव को माधव से मिलाने, गीता गायक फिर आए हैं।
The Gita Sara Sarita shibira was unique in many ways, and for one, it was organized and conducted primarily by the students and staff of the Vedic Studies Department, particularly the interns who have been planning and working towards this for more than a month. Besides conducting the morning sessions, they led the study circles, they prepared the quizzes, and also facilitated the student learning process. This morning, Sadhguru would like to confer on them special blessings and tokens of his love. As we call out the names, we kindly request them to come onto the dais, please. From the girls' side, Anaga Shri Ashok, Annapurneshwari Pattar, Anusha, Archita SN, Ashwini R, Bhavya Shri Gutula, Divya Sundar, Gayatri HS, Hamsa Shri MB, Lakshmi Malaya Hiremat, Lakshmi Sneha Perisetti, Priyanka Mallappa Kajgar, Nirmala Reddy BA, Ruchita K, Shravani BN, Shweta N, Sai Mata R, and Sai Bhumika TR. Let's give a big round of applause, brothers and sisters. From the boys' side, Sai Nandan, Vishnu V. Atreya, Abhishek Devangan, Madhu MC, Retish Nagabhushan S, Amit Sharanappa Angadi, Raj K. Narang, Krishna Bharat Togar Chetty, Avula Murali Anjan Reddy, Girivardhan VK, Lalit Dev P. Joshi, Munish S, Deshwant YP, Revana Siddhaya Mallaya Hiremat, Prem Sai Banala, Harshit K. Rao, Vikas H. Patnaik, Rajiv H.S., and Karthik V.K. From the staff, we have Miss Sai Rashmi, Mr. Ganesh Bhatt, Dr. Shambhunath, Shloka Recordings, Srinivas V. From the audio and video team, Sai Arpit, Sai Kishan KV. From the Publications Department, Usha Kota and Sathya Bursik. From the Music Department, Sanjana BS and Anand Sai. From the comparing team, Anuradha Pai and Devendra DN. From the quiz team, Sai Vaibhav. Morning Yoga Coordinators, Shanti Snyders and Debashish. Premamrutham Maintenance, Shri Vijay Prasad Ji. Seating team, Sharon Maharaj and Srinivas P. Guest management, Mrs. Swati Pai. Transportation, Shri Madanlal Ji. Kitchen and food arrangements, Shri Krishnamurti Bhatt Ji. Gift arrangements, Sriniket Lakur. A big round of applause to this incredible team which put together the Gita, Sara, Sarita that is easy to access, especially for those who are seeking answers to specific questions. A novel AI tool has been developed. Swami often says things of Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai. Through this platform, Sathya, we will be able to sift through all the discourses which were delivered on the Bhagavad Gita, as well as from the Master the Mind series, and answer any specific spiritual questions that we may ask in relation to these texts. All are welcome to try Sathya at www.satyashoda.ai or srimadhusudansai.com/AI. And this is a tool which has been built to access and assist from complex Advaitic concepts to even simple Sanskrit terminology. You can ask Sathya anything and your questions will be answered in the best possible way. However, as Swami often reiterates and reminds us, it is only artificial intelligence, not artificial intelligence. So we need to use it with care, but at the end of the day, always go within and seek answers from within. This morning, Swami has blessed our dearest brother Sumit Tappoo to address all of us. May we please invite him on stage to deliver his address.
On this glorious, auspicious, and divine morning, with love, humility, and reverence, I offer myself at the divine lotus feet of my most beloved Divine Master. Respected elders, esteemed guests, staff, students, brothers, sisters, and to all the devotees watching from around the world, my loving Sai Ram to all of you. My heart is filled with so much emotion, so much love, so much gratitude that I feel like just singing and expressing what's in my heart. But because I have been commanded to speak, I will share a few words. 6 weeks back, in the month of June, I was in the United States of America, and I met with the heads of a very large global organization, and I told them about Sadguru, about his mission, about Muddenahalli, and they asked me, what is so special about this person that you speak of and this place that you speak of? I paused for a second and I gathered my thoughts. And I said to them, I said, You know, the world only comes together in times of war, in times of trouble, and in times to resolve conflicts. But here in Muddenahalli, under the command of Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, the world is coming together in love, for love, and to love. And I said, this is the only place in the world where you will find pure, selfless love and manifesting in selfless service. Of course, they were stunned by what I said. And after a few futile attempts to get them to pronounce the word Muddenahalli, I said to them, just remember the letter M. And they said, what does this M stand for? I said, M stands for the land of miracles, Muddenahalli, and the man of miracles, Madhusudan Sai. Dear devotees, how blessed we are to be part of this global revolution, a spiritual revolution powered by the wings of love and service, directed, conducted, and inspired by our most beloved Bhagavan. We are blessed because this mission of selfless love and selfless service will transform the entire world. This mission will herald a new history of humanity. And each and every one of us are so blessed because we have the opportunity to be an integral part of this historic moment in time. My work as a singer takes me around the world, and the experience which I've had over the past decade of being part of this most divine mission. And of course, building the Fiji hospital, I can tell you that what he is doing, nobody else in the world is doing today. This mission of selfless love and selfless service is only happening here and only happening through our most beloved Sadguru. And dear Swami, dear Lord, I speak on behalf of all your children. On this day, I can tell you that no words can suffice or express the gratitude and love that we have for you in our heart. We offer our heartfelt gratitude to you for being our best friend, for being our brother, for being our guide, for being our light, for being our love, for being our Sadguru, and for being our God. Thank you for giving each one of us so much love, so much happiness, so much of peace, and so much of bliss. And thank you for painstakingly tune each one of us, guide each one of us, mold each one of us to become better people, more compassionate, more loving, more selfless. Thank you for giving us the strength, dear Bhagavan, to have the courage to be fearless, to have the courage to be selfless, and must I say, the courage to be shameless. Thank you for holding our hands and guiding us on this royal path of becoming one with Brahman. Thank you for what you are doing for humanity, what you have done for humanity, and what you will do for humanity. I personally have had the blessed opportunity to work with him. And our Lord works day and night for the sake of each and every one of us, for the sake of humanity. And I know, he will change the world. He will change the world person by person, village by village, city by city, country by country. But today, on his birthday, let us all not just receive, we must also give back to him. We must make a promise because, can you imagine for even 1 second, where would we be without him? Where would we be? Lost in this world, dear devotees. Let us make a promise on his birthday. We promise to be worthy to walk alongside you. Let us promise to just say, just do as he says. Karishye vachanam tava. Dear Lord, we promise to become perfect instruments to love and serve all of humanity. We promise that we'll do all that we can to stand by your side, to walk with you as you usher in the golden age of humanity. And we promise that we will be your able, noble, available, and stable instruments. And we also promise, and I speak on behalf of everyone, all your children, we promise to never, ever, 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 ever let go of your hand. And why are we saying this? Because today is your birthday and you deserve only the best. And I will sing a few lines of what I have in my heart. आज तुम्हारा जन्म दिवस है श्री मधुसूदन साई। सारी सृष्टि मंगल गाय, जय साई शुभकारी। आज तुम्हारा जन्म दिवस है श्री मधुसूदन साई। सारी सृष्टि मंगल गाय, जय साई शुभकारी। हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, हैप्पी बर्थडे स्वामी, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू। मानव ने माधव बनकर इस जग को एक नया रीत दिया। भारत भाग्य विधाता कहलाया है मुदनहली पर। धरती सागर अंबर नाचे, सब तुम पर बलिहारी। सारी सृष्टि मंगल गाय, जय साईं शुभकारी। आज तुम्हारा स्वर्गलोक से पुष्पों की वर्षा देवों ने की है। साईं के दर्शन से भक्तों ने आंखें भर ली है। मिल गए साईं में शिव शक्ति और सिया राम गिरधारी। सारी सृष्टि मंगल गाए, जय साईं शुभकारी। आज तुम्हारा जन्म दिवस है श्री मधुसूदन साई। सारी सृष्टि मंगल गाए, जय साईं शुभकारी। Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday Swami, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday Swami, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday Swami, happy birthday to you.
Now may we please invite our revered Chancellor of the Sri Sathya Sai University for Human Excellence, Sri B.N. Narasimurthy Sir, to address all of us.
Thank you, dear Sumit, for that wonderful piece of oration and the melody. On behalf of every brother, sister, boy, girl, children gathered here, on behalf of everyone watching this live, on behalf of everyone who have placed their hands on the feet of Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, either in a mundane way or in a spiritual way, I place my humble salutations at the lotus feet of Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai. I also offer my salutations to the Holy Mother, the Great Mother, Divine Mother, Matru Shri Srimati Padmavati Ammagar. She has joined the ranks of Kausalya, Devaki, Yashoda, Devagiri Amma, and Ishwaramba. What you have gifted to the world is something which cannot be described. Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha. We are very, very grateful to you. Shiradiyali Parasivana Divyavatara. Shiradiyali Parashivana Divyavatara. Partiyali Shiva Shakti Purna Avatara. Partiyali Shiva Shakti Purna Avatara. Sathya Saiya Muddenahalli Muddenahalliyali. Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai Yoga Avatar. For those who cannot experience the melody and fragrance of Kasturi Kannada, I would like to make a free translation of what I have uttered into English. At Shirdi, it is the Divya Avatara, the divine incarnation of Parashiva, the Supreme Lord. At Parthi, it is the Purna Avatara, complete incarnation, total incarnation, perfect incarnation of Shiva and Shakti. At Muddenahalli, the most beloved village of Sathya Sai, it is the Yoga Avatara of Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai. Who is Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai? Many have asked him this question, who are you? In 2011, in 2012, some brothers and sisters asked him in a different tone, in a different style, hey, who are you? A little later, some, maybe the same people, asked the question in a little better tone. Who are you? Tell us. He chose to keep silent. You need not answer every Tom, Dick, and Harry. But there are also people who asked him, Swami, please tell us, who are you? To them, he most lovingly answered. I would like to just quote 4 of his answers. In July 2019, for the first time when he declared himself as the Sadguru, he said, who are you, Swami? He said, I am Sai inside, Madhusudan outside. These are his words. He said it in public. Also on one very enjoyable trip with him from Singapore to Laos. We were only 6-7 people on the flight. That was, again, I think in the month of August, September or so, 2 or 3 months after he announced himself as the Sadguru. My dear brother, Dr. Ravi Pillai, asked him. Shamini, his noble wife, was sitting there. Swami, please tell, who are you? What Sadguru said is something which each and every one of us will have to contemplate upon. After the Sai principle left the Shirdi form, it was looking for a worthy container. In fact, he used the word bottle. He found Satyanarayana Raju and entered him, and that was Satya Sai Baba. After Satya Sai Baba shed his mortal coil, the same Sai principle was looking for a worthy body, and he found Madhusudan. That is what is Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai. That is number one. Sadguru said, the same Sai principle which came as father at Shirdi, mother at Parthi, has now come as Sadguru at Muddenahalli. This is what he said. This needs no explanation. Shirdi Baba was like a father. He has bet up many devotees. It is recorded. And Satya Sai Baba was a mother of mothers, mother of all mothers. My dear brothers and sisters who are sitting in the front lines or on the sidelines with grayed hair will know what I mean. How he showered his love on everyone who came, on everyone who did not come also. Call me by any name. Call me by no name. I love everyone. I protect everyone. I will redeem everyone. That is what Satya Sai Baba said. And now it is Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai. Whether attention also, he will teach and teach and teach. That is the compassion. Number 3. On 29th of November 2022, he revealed himself. Sadguru Madhusudan Sai has the body of Madhusudan, mind of Madiyal Narayan Bhatt, heart of Satya Sai Baba, and consciousness of Sri Satya Sai Baba. Consciousness of Brahman. That's what he said. You have to look into the spiritual history of the world. You have to look into the history of cultures of the world. No one has made a statement like this. And the last one, he uttered it just a day or two back. Naham manushyo nachadeva yakshaha, na brahmachari gruhi vanastaha, na kshatriya vaishya shudraha, na kshatriya brahmana vaishya shudraha, aham satya bodhakaha Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai. That's what he said. But he is a different kind of a Satya Bodhaka. That is where, the uniqueness comes. He not only teaches the highest spiritual truth in the simplest way, he also teaches the truth about the mundane world. He analyzes the problems of the individual and the whole of society, the whole of human society in the world today in such a way that he can give a solution to every problem of the world. Just ask him any question about your personal life, individual life. There is an answer. You take any aspect of human life on this earth, whether it is poverty, ignorance, disease or the man-made catastrophe of war, you ask him, Swami, what is the solution? He will give you the solution. But he will not stop at that. Many spiritual leaders of today and yesterday, they gave only solutions. But no one worked, I won't say no one, not many people worked so sincerely as Sadhguru is working for giving solutions in the mundane world. He understands that man, no doubt, is a descendant of heaven, but he is, after all, a progeny of the earth. Without food, without shelter, without right education, without proper facilities for health care, without a proper cover, man cannot pursue this spiritual path. Swami Vivekananda said it more than 100 years ago, I will not preach religion to empty stomachs. Not many spiritual leaders did it. He is solving, working day and night, thinking day and night, the problems of food and nutrition for millions of people in the world who cannot afford. How many times he has said, in our economy of the world, which boasts of so many trillions, 80 million people go to bed hungry every night. How many times without agony he has said it? Come to education. Each and every student who is sitting here, who are in their campuses, who are passed out of our campuses, is a testimony to his professionalism in handing over wisdom along with education, compassion with healthcare. He is working for it day and night. And when I look at our very dear brothers and sisters who are sitting here, how much they have done. Brothers and sisters from all over the world, many countries, how much they have sacrificed, how much they have offered at the feet of Sadhguru for this mission of world redemption. My heart goes out in gratitude and respect for all of you, brothers and sisters. I am very, very grateful. There are brothers and sisters who have sold their houses and properties and businesses and placed all the wealth at the feet of Sadhguru. There was one Isaac Taggart who did it in 1989-90 when he sold the most famous Hard Rock Cafe chain of hotels and brought all the money to the feet of Sathya Sai Baba. Baba said, you give me only half, take the other half. But Sadhguru is not like that. Because he will look after you. He will give you food. He will give you clothing. He will give you shelter. He will give you health care when it is required. And such a yoga avatar, I call it yoga avatar, I am based it on the authority of my knowledge of scriptures. It is not just a hearsay or an exaggeration or an emotional outburst. It is not. In Indian culture, the avatars are classified into 4 categories. One of them, the first of them is yoga avatar. Whoever has identified himself with divinity and teaches humanity the path to reach that divinity is a yoga avatar. Lord Jesus Christ was a yoga avatar. Ramana Maharshi was a yoga avatar. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was a yoga avatar. Anyone. I might not have named really many of them, but today Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai is a yoga avatar. We are all very, very fortunate that we can listen to his words of infinite wisdom, which can really redeem us. With these words, I conclude and pray to Sadguru for his divine birthday message. Thank you very much.
Bhagavad Gita is a mother of all spiritual scriptures because it has the compassion to hold our hands and lead us to the truth every time we stray away from the righteous path. Every time the Mother Gita comes to us and takes us to the right path. In a way, we are all children of that one spiritual mother, which is embodied in Bhagavad Gita. Today, the best thing that could happen in the month of July, as many people want to celebrate the month of July for various reasons, starting from Guru Purnima, convocation, all the way up till this day. The best way to celebrate it is to follow the Master, to fight not the devil, but all that which is within us that is not letting us realize the teachings of the Master till the end, till we achieve it. And finally finish this game of life in flying colors. And the ultimate victory is to become one with the Master. And Bhagavad Gita teaches us how to follow the Master, how to face the devil that is within and without, how to continuously fight this battle of life and finally be victorious because Bhagavan is by your side. And if you put in your efforts, success is guaranteed. In this world of no guarantees, the only thing that is guaranteed is the word of the Lord which says, "Be with me and you shall succeed." There is no doubt about it. My children of Vedic studies who have worked very hard, they were the first to trust me when 4 years ago we started this curriculum, graduate program in Vedic studies. Everybody was perplexed. How is it going to work? What are we going to do? What will be our future? Will we make a living at all? When everybody was worried, these set of young boys and girls took the leap of faith. They joined the program. They graduated from the program. And today they conducted Gita, Sara, Sarita for 20 days, benefiting thousands of people from around the world. Truly, my chest swells with pride when I look at our children who have matured into such amazing youngsters, spiritually rooted in our scriptures, yet very efficient and professional in all that they do. So even before I can start giving you a message on this occasion, I felt like placing all our love. And as Sri Krishna says, or rather Arjuna says, Priteva putrasya sakeva sakyuhu priya priyaya arhasi deva sodum. You are father to me, O Lord Krishna. I am your son. You are friend to me, I am your friend, and you are my beloved because I love you so much. The same thing for a change, I am telling it to our children, especially of the Vedic studies, that you are my children, you are my friends, and you are my most beloved students. I never looked into the details of things. I just gave them the idea that this needs to be done. They got into the details. They worked day and night. They wanted to make it happen. So many universities are there in the world. Tell me, where do you find students like this, staff like this, devotees like this, and the teacher of all teachers like this? Nowhere. This is unique. This is unique. It's unprecedented. Bhagavad Gita also tells us, Swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. This has been a refrain almost all through the shibira. If you can't understand the whole of it, at least even understand, try to understand a little bit of it, and greatest of your fears will be alleviated. Fear of losing things that we are so attached to, or people whom we so love, or the future that holds so many uncertainties, or ultimately the final end of this earthly sojourn. Everything is a fear. But this Bhagavad Gita, the mother, embraces us all, places our head in her lap, caresses us with the knowledge that she has, nourishes us with her wisdom, and protects us from all kinds of fears of life, the greatest of all being that we are a body which is going to perish sooner or later. Bhagavad Gita's central message is that you are not just this body. You are the indweller. You are the Dehi, not the Deha. Still we are celebrating this birthday. What can I say? It's only to set an example that the noble people act in this world, says Bhagavad Gita again. Yadyad acharati shrestha tattat deve tarojana. Noble people and their nobility has to be celebrated, because that alone should become the ideal for the others, for the entire generation. And unless we recognize and celebrate the goodness and nobility of great people, there won't be good examples left in the society for everyone to follow. So it is only from that perspective that I allow any of these things to happen. Otherwise it is just another day in our life. It is another date in the calendar. But it finds its meaning because it can create inspiration for thousands and thousands of more people. And for that reason, we must remember, recognize, acknowledge, and place our gratitude at the feet of the noble ones. For they can guide our lives in the right way. So it's only from that perspective that we celebrate whatever we do here. It is only done from only one perspective. How will it help many more? 12 years ago, an incident happened. We know we lost the physical, charming persona of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Everybody was devastated, including me. And I decided, if I have to spend this life, I must work for my master. But then I found out that my master works for all of you. And so I work for all of you now. When I say all of you, it's the whole world, every being in it. And even those who are not physically present, but they do exist. There's so many beings. For all of them we work. We work selflessly because that is the example that we want to set in front of the world. So that more and more people get inspired and they also take to this path of selfless love and service. As we were coming from Anandam all the way here, and the people were lined up in the procession, much against my wish, but then to give that opportunity, the joy that they experience in doing little things like children do for the parents, I allow them. And as we were coming, I was telling our Narsimurtiji and Shiva Subramanyam was sitting behind. You know what is unique about this mission and all the missions in the world that are running now or have run in the past? And they were listening. Told, here, spirituality is not just spoken and taught. it is practiced, and a whole new generation of people who are not merely spiritualists but also completely dedicated for the emancipation of all, especially the poor and the marginalized, is being raised over here. This is not just about one guru and thousands of followers. This is about everybody being a guru and leader in their own might. Each of these students, you watch my words, in a couple of decades will be leaders and light for the whole world much better than what I am doing at this point in time. And this is not just a wishful thinking. This is not just the pride and the boast of a father or a mother that I am to them, but it is pure truth. You will see thousands of them going to all around in so many countries of the world, preaching and practicing these greatest truths of our scriptures. And that is how the transformation of this world will happen. There is no other way. Nanya pantha enaya vidyate. No other way other than knowing the divinity, which is your ultimate truth. There is no other way to transform the world. And this is the job, this is the responsibility that each of these youngsters are carrying. And this university is going to produce these, not just Tyaga Jivis as I say, these are Yoga Jivis. Gone are the days, 50 years ago, Narayan Bhatt and our Narasimha ji, they all envisioned that we should create a place, an organization, where more and more Tyaga Jivis, men and women of sacrifices will come out and they will serve the society. But today that is not going to suffice. Yoga Jivi, absolutely immersed in that divine feeling, always speaking, thinking, acting from that divine feeling is what is needed to change the world today. Just service is not going to help, just spirituality is not going to help. A combination of both will help. And that is what this place stands for. And that is what we are celebrating today. That we should celebrate this supremely divine combination of spirituality and service. And that is what you all as students, as staff, as devotees must embody. Bhagavad Gita has always been the favorite text of mine. And when you have something nice that you have experienced or enjoyed, don't you feel like sharing with your loved ones? Think of having eaten a new sweet or new dish. You always want to call up your friends and family and tell, I had this very nice thing and I want you all to taste and enjoy this. And you immediately call them and even serve them that. The same is my joy when I want to share this knowledge of scriptures. Because I have experienced, I have enjoyed these scriptures, I have benefited, and I know that this can benefit everybody, not just here in India, but everywhere around the world. And that is the reason so much of effort is being put to teach this to every one of them. And this is what is needed at this point of time to change the world. 50 years ago, our Narasimha came and he was mentioning that to some of the students a couple of days back, that how he went about starting this campus and stayed in, tiled roof buildings on mud floors, and there was hardly any facility over here. With all that sacrifice, this place began. With so much of purity, this place began. And Bhagavan graced it because he saw that there is a Dhanurdhara Arjuna over here who is ready to sacrifice. So Bhagavan's grace flowed in and all this grew, and today it's one of the largest organizations in the world doing absolutely free service to everybody without any discrimination whatsoever. And all this happened the large part of it happened in just 10 years because of the sacrifices of so many of you, as our Narasimha ji mentioned. It's not one person's doing. Even Sri Krishna did not fight the war. It is the Pandavas who had to do it. Likewise, God's instruments only achieve God's work, God's mission. And all of you are those instruments because of which all this is happening. Sometimes they worry me. They come and tell me, Swami, this is all grown so big. And how are we going to run this forever? You are here, you're doing it. But I do not know what's going to be the future like. Some of them worry, you see, because they refer to the past and then they see things from the perspective of the past. And I tell them, there is so much of selflessness over here. There are so many people who are blessing this place. Every time a patient is healed, a child is educated, or some hungry person is fed and clothed, there is an energy, a positive, pure energy that is released in the universe from their hearts. They bless this place, they bless the people behind it. With so much of blessings with us, do you think we can ever fail? It's not possible. I firmly believe in the power of selflessness. Even if you do not believe in God and you believe in selflessness, you will still be able to succeed. And again, mark my words, my children will do it much better than me, and this will spread to every country of the world. And these are not empty words. These are not empty words. I have seen the future, so I am saying what I am seeing. And these are the children who are going to take the mantle of selfless love and spirituality to the whole world. And we are all going to be a witness to all of that. So this mission, this work is just going to expand, because if we do not do it, nobody can do it. And if we here in this place who are getting trained to do this, do not take up this responsibility, nobody can take up this responsibility. Yesterday also I was mentioning, when we started teaching scriptures and we changed the way we do things, lot of saints and sages would appear to me. I would not recognize some of them because they are all coming in, as visions, as in their sukshma rupa. And they will talk to me in the mental conversation. They will tell me how happy they are that all this is happening. This is what they started and left it halfway through because they could not complete it. And there is somebody who has taken it upon himself to take this forward. These are all the pending works, unfinished business of so many great souls of this country and the world. But they all found relief when they saw that some people here at least are taking this forward. And this will not, all the efforts that they put will not go waste. That was a great relief and solace to all of them. And they came and expressed. Some of them, Indian sages and saints whom I know, I recognize them. But some of them, I don't even know who they are. But they would appear. Even now as I sit, I see so many other beings very much in this hall and around. They're so thankful, they're so grateful that something like this is being done here. Because this is what is going to change the world or save the world, as we say. Nothing else. And I place this responsibility on the shoulders of our children, our students, to take this forward. And we are there with you. I am there with you. The devotees are there with you. All the followers are there with you to help you do what you are born to do. Stay steady. Stay focused. And never give up this pursuit. Uttishtata, Jagruta, Prapyavaran Nibodhata. Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. And what is the goal? Atmano Mokshartam. Emancipation within and Jagat Hitaya. Jagat Hitaya and Atmano Mokshartam both will happen. As much Atmano Mokshartam happens, that much Jagat Hitaya also will happen. Be rest assured, this is possible. This will happen. As Sri Krishna says, Purve Mehte, I have finished all these things before itself. Nimitta matram bhava savya sachin. Just be an instrument and do as I am saying. That's all you need to do. And for this, what is that you have got to say? What should you reply? I will say 3 words. Nimitta matram bhava savya sachin. And you will say? Karishye vachanam tava. These are the 3 words that are dearest to me. And I can even simplify just 2 words, which means you just have to say, yes, Swami. Just say yes, Swami, and everything will be done. Because Swami will do everything, you are just an instrument. Use you as an instrument and do everything that he needs to do. All it needs is absolute perfect surrender. And that is all this Bhagavad Gita is teaching us, and practically we are learning here when we sit over here. I was also telling Narasimhamurthy that this work, like many people's work, Swami Vivekananda started a great mission. Somewhere on the way, he fell sick. He could not take it forward. Ultimately, at a young age, though he lit the fire, he could not keep it burning himself. He left behind many more to carry on. So also Adi Shankaracharya. He knew his life is short and he wanted to establish this, and he established. Again, he fell sick. He could not sustain the body, but his disciples continued the tradition. So many more great beings did that. And I was telling him, and I'll tell you the secret, we all know it, but I will say it again, that my lifespan in this body was only till last year. But because of your prayers and all the blessings that has come to this place and through this whole mission, I got an extension. I didn't ask for it. It is the God's will and the prayer of the devotees. They said, no, this is not yet done. You can abandon it halfway through and walk away like this. As Krishna says, Nanavaptam avaptavyam varta eva cha karmani. I have nothing to gain and nothing to lose by doing what I do. For the sake of everybody, I do what I need to do. And I am equally detached from that point of view. It really does not matter. Now I have seen so many worlds, so many lokas, so many people, that it just feels like, as I said, going from one room to another. It doesn't mean beyond that. But when the divine, the supreme spoke, that you must continue because there is this work which is unfinished. And you must leave behind people who are better than you, who are better equipped, more capable and spiritual, so that they can continue this legacy. That is the reason why there was continuation of this. So if you are celebrating whatever we are celebrating today, it's because of your love and your prayers and the divine blessings which wanted this job to continue and not stop midway. So all the more it's your responsibility now to take care that whatever time we have together, we use it the best possible way and ensure that each one of us lives up to the expectations of what is expected of us, which is to redeem ourselves by knowing the highest truth that we are divine, and also help thousands and thousands more to walk on this path. This is all the birthday gift that I can expect from any one of you. Help more people on this path of spirituality and service, but you can't do that unless you walk that path. So you walk that path and lead many more onto this path. This is the gift that I expect. This is Dakshina, Guru Dakshina. As Narasimhamurthy ji said, you go to Swami, Satya Sai Baba, his mother only gives and does not ask anything in return. But I am a Guru. I have every right to ask Dakshina. And my Dakshina is this. You have to walk this path that I have shown, just like me and even better than me. And also you have to lead many, many more people to this path. This is your Guru Dakshina, which you have to give every day. Every week, every month, every year of your life, you must do this. And this is the Dakshina that I expect. Call it birthday gift, call it Guru Dakshina, all that falls in the month of July. So whether it's Guru Purnima or birthday, this is all I expect from each one of you, to resolve that you will walk this path of spirituality. You will realize who you are as the Supreme Brahman. At the same time, your heart, mind and hands will be constantly engaged in uplifting many more and helping many more, as they say, cross the bridge and come to this path and walk this path. And that's a promise, isn't it? That's a promise. And you know, people who break promises, what happens to them? Sri Krishna says there are lower lokas. You have to keep up this promise. You know, when we tell Bhagavan something, we have to fulfill it with our lives. And that is the promise each one of you is giving me today. As I said, that's my gift, that's my Dakshina. And I'm so happy. My heart is filled with joy when I look at all of you, that each one of you is really striving. I know each one of you is putting efforts. Nobody is casual, nobody is careless. Everybody is carefully trying to do what they can do. They may fail, they may not succeed in the first attempt, but be rest assured, nothing will be wasted on this path. Neha Vikrama Nashosti Pratyavayo na vidyate. Whatever efforts you are putting on this spiritual path will never get wasted. It will only add on, it will accrue, it will help you next time to do better. So don't lose hope, don't give up. Keep walking, keep working, and you will succeed, because yatra yogishwaro Krishnaha, yatra partho dhanurdaraha, tatra Shri Vijayor Bhuti, Dhuva Nitir Matir Mama. This is the assurance of Bhagavan, this is the assurance of Bhagavad Gita, that wherever there is Yogishwar Krishna, who is, just now he told, Yoga Avatar. I did not know about it, he taught me. You are a yoga avatar because through this yoga you have become equivalent to an avatar. Yoga is complete absorption of your mind in the divine mind. You don't exist as somebody or someone separate from the divine. You become one with it. That is yoga. Anybody who achieves that is an avatar, because Brahma Veda Brahma eva bhavati. The one who knows divine becomes divine. That is the rule. So that is how he said it's yoga avatar. So yatra yogishwara Krishna. And for namesake, at least I am Madhusudana. So Krishna works here. But you have to work as Dhanurdhari Arjuna, not the one who runs away from battlefield but stays on and fights it till the end, finishes the game, comes out victorious. That's your job too. So if you join hands, anything is possible. With us together, we will change the world. We will change every human being into a divine being. And that is the golden age that we all are dreaming of, that our sages have prayed for, that our ancient rishis and masters have worked for tirelessly. But it could not be achieved in its entirety. But this is the time, this is the place, these are the people through which that golden age will be achieved. Be rest assured, because I have seen it happening. Sooner or later, we all will work towards that and achieve that. The whole world will get divinized. That is the true mission. Everything else is secondary, subsidiary to that. The main mission is to divinize the entire world. So with these words, again, you all look very pretty in pink saris. And I feel happy when I see all of you. Because I like children should be well taken care of. They are children of God. How will God keep his children? He'll keep them like princes and kings and queens. So that's how our devotees should be. So on one side I will preach a lot of austerity. On the other side I splurge like this too. But whatever I do is done with love. Love. It's love. Your children, your mine, you should look like my people. And I like it when our children are well dressed, well taken care of. They all should lead a very happy and good life. I do not want any child to call up their homes and bother their already exhausted and tired parents. I want this to study. I need this for this month. Please help me with this. I do not want you to go call and bother any of your parents. If anything you need, just go and bother your wardens. Which anyway they'll come and bother me. But you can talk to your wardens, teachers. If you need anything, please don't call up your parents and trouble them. That is one thing I do not want you to do. If there is something that cannot be done, then you ask your parents. But I'm sure everything that is required will be taken care of. You lead a happy life. Don't worry about anything. You just focus on what is your goal, what is your purpose. And may many of you, many more of you walk on this path and inspire many youngsters. Mentioning to Narasimhamurthy about the next generation does not believe in empty words, does not believe in preaching at all. It wants to see it in action. So you are the people who can inspire the whole new generation. Because they just don't want to talk about scriptures and philosophy and spirituality, and they don't want to meet bearded and bald Swamijis. They want to meet men and women who are practicing, who are acting out all this that we are teaching. They are the ones who are going to get inspired by you people. They are not going to get inspired by another generation or the previous generation of Swamijis and teachers. No. They will not take it seriously. They will take it seriously only when people of your age take to this path. And that is why your role is so important, is what I'm saying, because the world is young. 50% of the world is very young. And they need inspiration, they need guidance, they need live examples of spirituality and service. So through your service, you will teach them spirituality. That's how the world is going to change, while I will take care of the older ones. There is place for everyone in spirituality. Nobody will be left behind. Everybody will be redeemed. Kalenatmani vindati. All will redeem themselves in time. It's a matter of time, depending on your effort. So once again, I'm very happy that all of you are doing your utmost to help, and to the devotees also I keep telling this. This is your job to take care that these children are able to get whatever they need. It is your responsibility to ensure that they don't have to call up their parents and homes to ask for even a pin. We need to look after that. It is your job as devotees to ensure that these hospitals run for everyone free of cost, so that nobody needs to worry or postpone their treatment because they just don't know how to pay for it. If they need it, they deserve it. That is the simple formula that we follow. And our devotees have to do their part till this generation grows up to shoulder the responsibilities further. So it is to each one of you, and across the world there are so many devotees, all of them are watching. To all of them I want to tell, give me my Guru Dakshina, I will not spare you. You have to walk this path of love and service. You have to walk this path of spirituality and selfless service. That is the only way you can honor me. That is the only way you can celebrate this day. That is the only way you can justify the extension that I have at this point in time. So to all of you, lot of love and blessings. And I will see you again in the evening with a cultural program, a music recital by our own students. As I said yesterday, like a father, like a mother, like a teacher, I enjoy whatever our students do. Even if it's not perfect from the worldly standards, yet their devotion is pure and perfect, and that's what pleases me. So I'm looking forward to listening to that in the evening. I'll come and see you again in the evening. Lot of love and blessings to all of you from all around the world.
जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक पति महेश्वर ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आशिक कल्पलतिका आशिक कल्पलतिका आपद्बांधवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे माता पिता गुरुदैवमु पर्यन्तयु नीवे स्वामी पर्यन्तयु नीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा नागेन्द्राशयन ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी वो साई महादेवा सद्गुरु साई महादेवा मंगल हारति अंधुको मंगल हारति अंधुको मंतर गिरिधार ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण जय सद्गुरुदेवा शांति 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 समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु शांति 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 जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय बोलो सद्गुरु श्री मधुसूदन साई जी की जय।
जीवन व्यर्थ है मेरा, तुमसे ही जीवन में है सवेरा। तुम बिन जीवन व्यर्थ है मेरा, तुमसे ही जीवन में है सवेरा। रंग दे मुझे तू अपने ही रंग में, छूटे कभी ना ये संग तेरा, ये संग तेरा। साई राम साई राम साई राम साई राम। दिशाहीन पथहीन था, बिना लक्ष्य का मैं भटकता रहा। मैं तो दिशाहीन पथहीन था, बिना लक्ष्य का मैं भटकता रहा।